Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to give you a warm welcome aboard Delta Airlines Flight 2627 with nonstop service from Kansas City, Missouri, all the way over to Salt Lake City, Utah. I'm your captain, Miles Denning, aboard the flight today. We're going to be departing here in about 30 minutes. Airplane just arrived in from Detroit not too long ago. And we're turning the airplane around. The airplane that we're flying today is the beautiful TFDI 717 by TFDI Design. I picked this airplane up in December, and I've been flying it ever since. Love the airplane. Great aircraft in the simulator community, one that we've been missing for a while. So we're going to go ahead and jump to the flight deck and get things all set up for our flight over to Salt Lake City. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the flight deck of this 717. We're going to go ahead and take our seat here and get the show on the road. So if want to be following the standard just TFDI flow checklist that came with the aircraft. So we can start by completing the interior and exterior inspection, just making sure everything looks good, I guess. We can test the oxygen system. Flip this. So we get to test our oxygen system. We can do the voice recorder test, which is right up here. Let's see, that is good. Come over here and do the cargo fire test.
Cargo smoke.
Make sure that we have the
cargo smoke
alarm and then also the 12
cargo
triangles.
Smoke.
Make sure all of our annunciators light
Cargo
up. Come over
smoke.
here to the air page to view it, and that cancels the alarm. Make sure our air conditioning panel is set. I'm going to actually jump down here to get a better view of it. So we can go ahead and turn packs on since we do have ground air, and open the isolation valve. Ice protection is all set. We don't really need any right now. We can go ahead and do the Annunciator light test, if I remember where that is. Yeah, here we go. Exactly like the light test in a 737. Just making sure they all light up. Next on the list is to turn the passenger signs on. Go ahead and turn on the fasten seatbelt and no smoking signs. The flight control panel, that is this up here. We're going to leave it set like this for now. Actually, we can set up our cruising altitude of 34,000. So there is 340. Altimeters. Going to go ahead and get the Kansas City weather right now. And actually, the weather in Kansas City right now is wind 110 at 5, 10 miles visibility, broken at 25,000 and 21 degrees Celsius. So very nice day here. And altimeter 3011. So we'll come over here to the Barrow reference set and put in 3011. There we go. And we can also come down to the standby and do the same. 3011. Perfect. Flight nav instruments, check both. I'm actually, while we're doing this, I'm going to go ahead and align the IRSs. You just flip it over one time to the nav position. And then we'll come down here, open the FMC Wet Plan Initialization. We're flying from Kansas City to Salt Lake City today. And telling us to align the IRS, we'll click this button here, and the IRSs have started aligning. We can go ahead and do the fire warning test. We believe it's this one. Yeah, jump into the jump seat so we can get a better view. Do the fire warning.
Fire right engine. Fire left engine. APU fire. Fire right
And
engine.
also do the fire fault test. There we go. You can see our displays just came alive with our primary flight display right there. Ensure that the parking brake is set. It's actually down here. It is in fact set. Actually, I'm also going to start boarding. So here come the passengers. So parking brake is set. We can do the takeoff warning by pushing the throttles all the way forward.
Stabilizer. Slats. Flaps. Brakes.
Takeoff warning is good. We can come up to the fuel switches, ensure that they are all off. Radios and transponder, since we're on VATSIM today, we're going to go ahead and tune up on Unicom 122.8, transfer that over, and squawking 2200. Radar is off. It is off, I believe. Aileron and rudder trim is 0. We can double check that by coming to the flight control page. Alright, the config. Yeah, here we go. So, verify rudder trim and aileron trim. Flight attendant briefing is complete. Departure briefing. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to do a departure briefing. It's going to be a standard gate pushback from the gate here. We're going to be squawking Charlie on the way out. Taxiing over to 19er right. It's going to be a bit of a long taxi. Takeoff, and we're going to be taking, if I remember correctly, yes, we are taking the Chief 5 departure today. In the event of a failure below 80 knots, I will call reject for any minor to... And just any sort of failure below 80 knots, I'll call reject. We'll follow standard reject action. Anything above 80 knots and between 80 knots and V1, I'll only reject if it is an engine fire failure or anything that does not get the airplane airborne. Anything above V2, actually, yeah, V1. Anything above V1, I will continue the takeoff roll and get the airplane into the air. Once the airplane is in the air, we will figure out the problem then, once we are in the air. And if we do deem it necessary to return to the airport right then, we will do that. It's going to be a flaps 13 departure today, climbing up right to 340, no altitude restrictions on the SID. And yeah, departure brief complete. Logbook and QRH is checked, and we have 19,000. Let me check our fuel. We have 17,000 rather, 900, and we need 17.9 on the flight. Very good. We can go ahead and set up our FMC. So come down here, flight number Delta 2627. Cruising at 340. Cost index 25 on today's flight. Jump a page over. We have a block fuel of 17.9. Our gross weight today, if we look over here, gross weight is 105.6, so pretty heavy. And then our zero fuel weight is 87.7. Center of gravity is going to be 25%. There we go. We can just jump over here and gives us some fuel information. Come over to the flight plan page, click on Kansas City, exactly like an Airbus. I like this FMC because it's a mixture between Boeing and Airbus, it seems. So yeah, we're going to be taking the Chiefs 5 departure. It looks like the CATS transition. 19er right today, so we can go ahead and insert that. Vectors, we're probably going to go direct to Ozaki. And there's CATS right there. So we can go direct to Hotel Lima Charlie. And then from Hotel Lima Charlie, we're going to go direct to Juliet 80. Juliet 80 over to... this is a VOR in Denver. Foxtrot, Quebec Foxtrot. And then Jet 116 from Foxtrot, Quebec Foxtrot over to Echo Kilo Romeo. I feel like I know that one too. So Echo Kilo Romeo. Then we're going to take the Spain 6 arrival into Salt Lake today. And the Salt Lake weather right now. Let's see. Spain 6, there we go. From Echo Kilo Romeo. Current wind right now is 000 at 0. Actually, that's Atlanta. That was from the previous video. We need Salt Lake City. Here we go. So current Salt Lake weather information. Wind is 330 at 14, gusting to 18. So we can plan for 34 left as of now. Once we get closer, I'll make sure that this is an arrival runway and it's best for our taxi in. To come over here, we can clear out one of these Echo Kilo Romeos and get rid of the discon and ensure that our route doesn't have any more discontinuities. Perfect. We'll get rid of this one once we're in the air or holding short of the runway. Come over to the takeoff and approach page. We're going to be using flaps 13 standard departure flap setting for an airport like this. Okay, so this is... I've always had problems with the slope and wind. I'm not really sure what the slope means or what value to insert there. I'm going to try to read the 717 FCOM sometime and see if it can let me know. But as of now, I just put 0 and then the wind speed, so 0/5. There we go. And the current wind, actually temperature rather, is 21 degrees Celsius. And then that gives us our V speed. So V1 is going to be 124, VR is 131, and V2 is 139. Very good. So we're scheduled to push back here in about 5 minutes, but we're going to wait until the rest of our passengers get on the flight. The IRSs are still aligning, as you can see. I'm going to try, actually arm our emergency power. It's going to come through the overhead, scanning over it to make sure that I've not missed anything. Looks like the IRSs will be up momentarily. Okay. Let's, while we're waiting for the passengers to get on and for the IRSs to align so we can check our flight plan, let's go ahead and jump outside the airplane. Over here. Here we are on the outside of the airplane. Very, very nice detail. Nice modeling by the guys over at TFDI. Very, very cool. I love this airplane. Just look at this. Looking down the engine, you can see all the internal components there. It's just very cool. See the tail right there. Still have the baggage loading sounds going off, even though they're not loading anything. So today we are flying November 891 Alpha Tango, an ex-AirTran airplane that Delta got after AirTran and Southwest merged. You can see the GPU there on the ground and then the ground air unit back there, giving us some air today. Just fantastic modeling. This is, if you have an extra $60 laying around, I definitely recommend getting this airplane. It's very, very, very good. So jumping back in the flight deck here, we can see that the IRSs have aligned. You can see our route over here on the navigation display. We're going to go ahead and go to plan mode and jump through the flight plan just to ensure that everything is looking good. Increase our range just a bit. Perfect, so we'll have a straight in approach to runway 34 left or right. I'll look at that once we get a bit closer again. There we go, so we can go back to map mode and decrease our range. Passengers are on, and 1 minute until pushback. I'm gonna reset the position so those baggage loaders finish up. Don't know what they were doing, but alright, so we can go ahead and start the APU up and get ready for pushback. So APU on, start pump on, APU air on, and then have the APU gen on, ready to go. And we will run the pushback checklist. So doors, can open the tablet PC up and go to exterior and then close the front cargo, the rear cargo, and the forward boarding door. There goes the boarding door. All the doors are closed. Hydraulic pumps. Go ahead and turn those all on, to transfer and auxiliary pumps on, along with the left and right. APU gen is on, so we can disconnect from ground power, turn the packs off, leave the isolation open, bleeds off, and also disconnect GPU and the ground air. Get ready for pushback and departure here. Might have to, here we go. So, push tail right, and no, I don't want to start my engines before. Gonna keep running the pushback checklist transponder. We can go ahead and turn TARA. Ice protection is set. Go ahead and turn the beacon on.
Flight deck.
And the nav light on. Leave the logo light off for today's flight. And the park brake is set, and we will release it when we push back. I'm going to go ahead and review the Chiefs 5 departure. That'll be showing up on your screen here right now.
Locking gear count.
Looks like we will fly over the Kansas City Vortac. I'm probably just going to go direct to Ozaki and then direct CATS. I don't want to have to circle back around and
Captain, ground crew here.
catch
Departure check.
the
Main nose gear steering disconnected.
VOR. I mean, I might be able to on departure, but
You may use parking brakes.
we, I don't know. So, we're ready for pushback. We're going to go ahead and release the parking brakes and
Okay, here we go. We are clear behind
turn the fuel
aircraft.
pumps on.
Taking
Forgot to
service
do that
to
earlier.
service.
Fuel pumps are on. Let's see, packs are off, isolation open, bleeds are off. We have the APU air on. We should be ready to start the engine. So we're going to go ahead and start engine 1. So pull back on the starter. You can see that we have some into rotation. Go ahead and introduce fuel flow right away. And, oh, look at that, jetway. This is what happens when you don't have FS to crew. And I'm not able to control
Set parking brakes, please.
my view anymore, huh? I'm gonna figure this out. Hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna see if I can figure out why I can't control my view anymore. Alrighty, we have the view problem fixed. I can look around now. Actually required a full simulator restart. But we're going to be taxiing out to the runway here in just one moment. I'm going to go ahead and set the stabilizer trim. And there we are. Need to reconnect to VATSIM and reconnect my weather, FSX weather engine. I still use FSX weather engine with P3D. It works great. Okay. We are now ready to taxi out, so we can turn our nose light on, and there we go. So here comes flaps 13. We can also arm the spoilers for departure. So we're going to be taxiing out to 19er left. Actually 19er right, rather. Let's see. We'll taxi out via Lima. Right now, we're going to take a right onto Lima once we get on the taxiway line. So right on Lima, and then Lima to Mike, and then Mike to Bravo, and Bravo all the way down. That's a rather long taxi, but really wish one of the other runways were open, but 19er left is closed, as I stated in my last video. Actually, we're on Delta right now. We'll just take Delta down to Delta to Lima to Mike. Yeah, that's what we want. Taxiing by all the southwest gates over here. Cool thing about this plane, watch this. You can pull the little sunscreen down so you can block the sun. I think that's a neat little feature. Stow that back away. Alright, making a right onto Lima now, and we're going to follow Lima down to Mike. If I can taxi the plane, wow. Haven't flown this airplane in a while, so. Let's go ahead and run the after start checklist. So engine anti-ice is as required. Air conditioning. We have packs on, isolation valve is auto, and bleeds are auto as well. Taxi checklist, flaps are set 13. Spoilers are armed. Trim is set to 2.9. Trims are set 2.9, and then takeoff speeds, V1 is 124, VR is 130, and V2 is 139. Gonna make a right-hand turn onto Bravo now. And take Bravo all the way down. So our taxi checklist is complete. We'll run the before takeoff checklist when we do get a little closer to the runway. Let's go ahead and jump outside. I can show you the exterior. As this plane is taxiing, I go to locked view mode. Much easier for me. So we're taxiing by all the cargo ramps over here. I've actually been out onto the FedEx ramps. I went out to the FedEx ramps about a month ago. And got to go up into an Airbus A300. That was quite fun. We met the pilot at dinner one night. We were getting ready to fly out to Mexico through Dallas, and we're staying the night in the hotel because we had an early departure. And so we're at this the airport hotel, eating dinner. The airport Marriott that is actually modeled very nicely over there. If you see under the thunderstorm light, right there, that's the Marriott. But we were eating over in the Marriott. This FedEx pilot comes in and he's eating dinner, and we start talking, and he finds out that I want to be a pilot, so he invites me over to his Airbus A300 that he'd just flown in from Memphis, and took me over to it. I got to go up into the cockpit and do a walk around and all the fun stuff before he flew back down to Memphis. So, very cool. And that's my little FedEx ramp story. FedEx ramp is coming up. We'll pass it when we start making our left turn. It's the northernmost ramp at the airport. So passing by, looks like general aviation ramp right here. I can't stow that any further. I'll just leave that there for the cool effect. Okay, Bravo 2, almost there. Again, this is a longer taxi out to the runway. No other airplanes, so we don't have to talk on Unicom. And better set the altimeter again, since we did have to restart. 3011 and 3011. There we go. Perfect. Alright, passing by the other Kansas City cargo facility. And this facility right up here, out our center window, is the FedEx facility, where I was able to tour and go outside and check the airplanes out. It was very cool. Okay, so we can go ahead and run our before takeoff checklist. Departure runway, We have verified it is 190 right. The sign out there says it is. Flaps are set 13. Takeoff briefing is completed. Brake temperatures. How do we do this? I've forgotten. There we go. Brake temperatures 22 degrees Celsius, so 1 degree warmer than the outside air temperature. Flight controls. We can ensure that they're full, free, and correct. Yep. Flight controls. Where were we? Have been checked. Transponder is TARA. Actually, no, it's not. Go ahead and turn the taxi lights on. For whatever reason, they don't model the strobe lights yet, but those are coming. Landing lights on, and flight attendants, we can go ahead and notify them. Flight attendants for departure, please. Even though we're already on the runway and overshooting the center line, that's okay. It's much more important that the flight attendants are seated down safely instead of us trying to get lined up perfectly. Okay, here we go. And toga. This airplane does accelerate very quickly. I love it. 80 knots. And there's V1. Rotate. Let's get the airplane into the sky here. We have positive rate here coming up. And we can begin our right-hand turn to, what is it? Direct to Ozaki. There we go. So auto flight on, FMS speed, nav, and that mode, basically VNav.
Stabilizer motion.
Raise the slats just a bit. Put the speed brake down. Taxi light off. Runway turn off light. Ground lights
Stabilizer motion.
off. And we are on our way. We're getting some low airspeed alerts, so I'm going to go ahead and disarm the auto throttle and give us full power so we can accelerate and climb at the same time. But there we go, departing Kansas City for Salt Lake City. Very nice. I'll go ahead and turn the auto throttle back on there. So it's set to 250, so the airplane's gonna get itself up to 250, raising the slats, and I'll set in our altitude again since we did have to restart. There's 340. Perfect. Very nice day here in Kansas City. Not a cloud in sight right now. Yeah, as you can see, this plane does like to climb 2,500 feet per minute, even though we are getting doing 190 knots, but I really need to read up on this plane. I don't know it that well. I just know how to fly it with the checklist and know the basics, but really want to learn this airplane. Turn the no smoking sign off. I mean on. The APU can go off. We'll run our after takeoff checklist. So landing gear is up. Hydraulic, auxiliary, and transfer pumps are off. Let's see, yeah, APU is off, APU VIN is off. Flaps are up. We can set the flap takeoff selector to 5. There we go. Oh, come on. Flap takeoff selector is 5. Spoilers have been disarmed. And that checklist is complete. So climbing through 10,000 now. One thing that I do like about this plane is the dial a flap. That's down here. You can dial in your flap setting and get an exact degree on the flaps instead of just a preset like with the Boeing. Boeing, you get 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, so on. Go with 717. You can set any flap number that you want. So it's very cool. If you need an exact, you can get exact performance data for this airplane. I assume that we did pass through 10,000, so the landing lights can go off. I wonder why the thunderstorm light is on. Keep that off. Alright. Let the flight attendants know they can get up and move about the cabin. And I'll give the passengers, welcome them aboard the flight, give them some Salt Lake City weather information. Okay, I've forgotten. Yeah, here we go. I believe to do a PA, let's click that. Let's try this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to give you a warm welcome today aboard Delta Airlines Flight 2627 with nonstop service to Salt Lake City, Utah. This is the captain speaking from the flight deck, currently passing through 12,800 feet on our way up to a cruising altitude of 34,000 feet today. Weather in Salt Lake City is looking pretty good. They just have a light wind from the northwest, gusting up to 22 knots every once in a while. 70 degrees Fahrenheit there, with broken clouds at 24,000 and scattered clouds anywhere between 7,000 and 12,000. We'll have you there in about 2 hours from now, so I ask that you please sit back, relax, and enjoy your flight over to Salt Lake City, and we'd like to thank you for joining us today aboard Delta. Alright, so I've welcomed the passengers on board the flight today. They're going to enjoy their ride over to Salt Lake City. I'm going to go ahead and show you so we're climbing through 15,800 now. Not much else to do, so I'll see you guys at top of descent. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the flight deck. Currently on the descent into the Salt Lake City area. We've been instructed to cross Spain intersection at or above,
Southwest
or at
1082,
19,000.
Southwest 1802, turn left now.
Air traffic control is on, and I believe there is a VATSIM event
230.
online. There are at least 50 planes going between the Denver area and Las Vegas area. Again, we are, they are landing north today.
United 234, what's your Mach number?
So, we can expect, the ILS 434 right.
United 234, reduce your Mach to 0.73 and just, yep, I got you, descend to 320, and yeah, when able, reduce your Mach to 0.73 for intrail.
Mach 0.73, 234. Salt Lake Center, Delta 2843 on the ground in Salt Lake, ready for departure.
Alright, there we go. So, I want to cross Spain, flight level 190 at 290
Delta 2843, RNF safety, runway 34 left, clear for takeoff. Call me airborne.
There we go. Now I can talk.
RNF safety, 34 left, clear for takeoff, call 1 airborne, Delta 2843.
I'm going to go, actually,
Salt Lake Center,
across
Delta
the,
6282 with you at flight level
across
300.
18,000. So from Spain,
Delta
go ahead and throw the
282 Salt Lake Center.
chart
Roger.
up, but
United 421
from Spain we need to go direct to Bogey.
Delta 1551 descend and maintain
Bogey,
level 320.
and then FFU, Fairfield. And then,
Southwest 1802, proceed direct gap on course, descend and maintain flight level 320.
over to Drive.
Okay, proceed direct gap, then flight level 320 for Southwest 1800.
Delta 3220, squawk 6.
Then over to
correction, squawk 0611.
Chip,
0611, Delta 3220.
and then from Chip, let's see, landing north, Spain on, yeah, so
United 234, turn left,
Spain
heading
direct to
25,
Bogey.
correction, turn left, heading 260, vec differential
Yep.
speed,
Okay.
spacing, expect on course in another 2 minutes.
Altitude.
There we go. So, there's Salt Lake City. Beautiful. It's been a while since I've been here.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 2843, airborne 5000, flight level 230.
Delta 2843, climbing, radar contact,
So I'm just
climbing,
waiting
maintain
for,
level 340.
Vectors or something.
Level
to
340, Delta 2843.
Actually, need
That
to-
is 2421,
Maintain
contact
190.
LA Center now on 133.2, good night.
Altitude.
So we're gonna climb back up real quick.
United
Altitude.
234, did you catch my last instruction?
No, that was 234, I believe that was LA Center 33.2.
Negative,
Jump
sir.
outside.
Delta 3220, contact LA Center on 133.2, good night.
Get a nice look at the airplane while it's descending into the Salt Lake area. Very nice. So we are about 40 nautical miles out, or less. So right now we are going direct to Bogey. No altitude, no speed restrictions, but I'm just going to maintain 190, I believe is what I'm going to do.
Salt Center, Salt Lake
I'm going to
City,
call him up
American
actually in a
2551.
moment
With you at level 360.
and ask if we can get
We are
below.
currently 20 miles per hour, calculating compass system.
American 2551, Salt Lake Center, roger. The center maintain flight level 200.
Okay, was that, this is maintain 2500 for American 2551.
2551, negative. Break Delta 2627, Proceed direct Fairfield, cross Fairfield at or above 1000, cleared ILS, runway 34 right approach.
Direct Fairfield, cross Fairfield, at or above 1000, cleared ILS 34, right approach, Delta 2627. Alright, so direct Fairfield.
Oh, we could be good 421, flight level 360.
Just going to go ahead and descend and make a stop at
Delta
11,000.
3220, contact center on 133.6, good night.
And we are cleared for the ILS.
336 now for center.
So after Fairfield, we can go direct to
Good night.
Hawker.
United 234, contact LA center on 133.2,
How do we
good
do
night.
this? Let's see. We'll do it once we get a bit closer. We'll just direct to Hawker.
Southwest 10, correct.
Very
Southwest
cool.
1802, if I haven't given it to you already, proceed direct gap. On course.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw up the ILS chart.
Proceed direct gap.
434 right.
Southwest 1802, roger. Delta 1551,
In
contact
1
LA
moment. It's loading
center
up
now,
for me on my iPad.
133.2,
There we
good
go.
night.
So Fairfield, and then we can go, direct to Hawker.
Hey,
That'll get us
Salt Lake, Delta
established.
3220.
Very cool.
Delta 3220, Salt Lake, go ahead.
Yeah, nobody's home on 133.6. Did I get that wrong?
Alright. So we're getting ready to cross
133.2.
our
33.2.
transition
That sounds
altitude.
good. All right, thanks.
I'm actually going to expedite it down to 11,000.
Salt Lake, good evening. American 675, which is here.
Alright, so current
675,
Salt Lake
Center, roger.
altimeter is 29906.
Oh, United 421, check in 360.
United 421, Salt Lake
And
Center,
we go
roger.
direct
Best rate
to
down to
Hawker.
center maintain, flight level 320.
Very cool. It's nice, we get to get in a bit early. Or not
Thanks for
get
calling
in
back.
with ATC is mine.
Southwest 1802, best rate down to 320.
Okay.
Straight down to 320, 1802.
2996. There we go. Very, very beautiful approach
Salt Lake, Center.
on the way into Salt Lake
United
today.
44 with you, at the 82.
United 44, Salt Lake Center, roger.
We're about 25 nautical miles out, I'd say. 13 from Hawker. That's when we will be established on the ILS. We can just go ahead and set this down. Actually set our missed approach altitude, probably. Missed approach altitude 900,000. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and turn the landing lights on a bit early, because I know we're at least 10,000 AGL. Since the Salt Lake City elevation
Salt Lake Center,
is
Delta 2231 is with you, 350.
4,225 feet, yeah. So we're about,
American
10,000 feet AGL
2551,
right
my
now.
apologies. It was 200 on the altitude.
So on the approach, we're going to have to watch
Flight
out
level
for some of these
20.
mountains, although we're going to be further away from us than some approaches, but they're still a bit of a concern to us. Just want to make sure we don't get too close to them.
Okay, the last guy calling, say again.
Delta 231.
You broke out.
I'm
Say
going to go
again.
ahead and set speed to 250 as we're getting closer to 10,000 MSL. Actually, 240, just to be safe.
Delta 2331, Salt Lake Center, roger. Salt Lake is landing north, runway 34 right,
Oh.
descend by the Quint 4 arrival.
Hang on. Get up.
Roger, we'll descend via the
There
Quint
we
4
go.
arrival for 34 right. Delta 2331.
It's going to give us a bit of a speed, bits of speed break to get us slowed down.
Salt Lake City Center, United 23 with you, 360, turn with you,
I
heading
believe
25 right.
this might be the airport.
United 23, Salt Lake Center, roger.
Yeah, we need to be at 9,000 right now, so I'm going to go ahead and give us a full speed break. I'm not sure how realistic this is, but we do need to get down about 20. Whoa,
Stabilizer motion.
whoa.
United 421.
Oh my gosh,
contact
come
LA
on.
now on 1. Actually,
Wow.
disregard
Autopilot.
that.
That's not what I meant to do.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Wow,
Sir, still with you.
Autopilot.
Southwest 1602 LA now on
Autopilot.
1.
That was crazy.
Thanks for flying.
my goodness. I
Sir,
was
Los
not
Angeles,
expecting it to go down that
1428,
fast.
Southwest
Wow.
1802.
Okay, that's why
Delta
you don't
1551, you still with me?
apply full speed brake. That was absolutely crazy.
Sweet. United 421, contact LA Center now on 133.2 and don't call till you hear the southwest.
5/340.
133.2, we'll call
There we go.
5%.
Our ILS course is programmed in. Wow.
United 44 Center,
That
I
was
think I heard you call me
crazy.
on checking in. Just verify you are checking in.
Well, our passengers got a bit of a
Yeah, we can
roller coaster ride tonight.
3 moments ago for United 44.
Alright, roger, sir. Welcome aboard. Southwest 1426, I gave you
Okay,
the 10 by the arrival. Just
airport.
verify
I'm
you're
gonna go ahead and put the
descending
gear down to get
once
some more
arrival.
drag. We do need to get down.
Yeah, I apologize, I'm a little delayed.
Yep, so just wanted to make sure that
Speed brake.
Here we go again.
I appreciate that. Brake,
Speed
Delta
brake.
2627, are you going to be
Speed
able to
brake.
make it? I think I gave you that a little high. If you need a
Speed
vector,
brake.
just let me know.
Speed
We're
brake.
gonna try to make it down for you.
Speed brake.
Yeah, we'll let you know once we get a bit closer. Delta
Speed
2627.
brake. Speed
Alright, Delta
brake.
2627, roger, runway
Speed
3
brake.
full right, clear to land, wind 350 at
Speed
12. If
brake.
you can't make it on the go around,
Speed
fly
brake.
runway heading and climb and maintain 8000.
Speed brake.
Order clear to land runway
Speed
34
brake.
right. If we can't make it,
Speed brake.
fly heading 340, climb maintain 8000. Delta
Speed brake.
2627.
Speed brake. Speed brake.
American 675,
brake.
are you with me?
Okay, I'm calling it. We're gonna go around. So we're gonna
American
send a maintain
675,
8000
roger, welcome aboard, turn 20 degrees to the right.
and heading 340. Yeah, we are very high.
Roger, we'll turn, I'd say about 245.
American 675, roger.
So
United
they're down to
44 to
8,000
maintain flight level
and
320,
heading
just
to,
past you have traffic
340.
turning 20 degrees right off your 6 o'clock.
Let me go ahead and raise
Less
the
than
flaps
about,
up. We have a flap
3
disagree
miles.
warning. This is just an interesting
320
trip.
and tap on the traffic for United 44.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 2627, going missed 34 right.
Last aircraft calling, say again.
Delta 2627, going around runway 34 right.
Altitude.
Delta 2627, roger. Maintain 8000, turn left now, heading, turn left, heading 250.
Maintain 8000 left 250, Delta 2627.
All right, good evening, Frontier.
Okay, we're going to try this again. We were very high.
Frontier Flight 765, Salt Lake Center, roger. Welcome aboard.
So we do have, looks like some
United
mountains over
421,
here.
if I
They're
have
pretty
to
low
get in, You
though.
are ready, contact LA now on 133.2, good night.
Oh, come on.
Autopilot.
Airplane just descended us through
Salt Lake
8,000.
Center, Delta 75.
This is crazy. This airplane does
Who's
need
that calling?
a bit of work from the TFDI guys, but
Delta 75, with you, flight level.
I'm sure it'll be great once they finish
Altitude.
it off.
Delta 785,
Stabilizer
Salt Lake Center,
motion.
roger.
Okay, yeah, going, so 8,000 and heading
United
250. Yeah, so we do have to watch out for those mountains. He might vector us.
1551,
here.
contact LA now on 133.2.
Might have to go around on the other side.
That's Delta 1551, LA on 133.2, good night.
I don't know. This is pretty low. And there's there's Salt Lake. We're getting
Sorry,
right over.
United 2350, go back, time course.
Yeah, I have a feeling he's
United
going to take us
23, I'm
around
working on
on
it.
the
We have a
backside of these
convo with you
mountains.
guys that you guys were moving kind of quick and kind of closed the separation here, so we're trying to work on getting you guys
Well,
separated
that was
before we get
fun
started.
go
My
around.
apologies for the delay.
Crazy autopilot tonight.
Roger, I'm just making sure United 2350.
But I've gotten it all figured out now. We were coming in very, very high. I forgot to run my
Southwest,
set checklist. Altimeters are set, minimums.
Delta 2627. Delta 2627, my apologies, sir. Just make a right turn heading 090. I got terrain off your left side here. Right turn 090. Once you're on the heading, let me know that you're on it so I won't forget you.
Roger, right turn 090, and we'll let you know once we're on the heading, Delta 2627. He's gonna make us turn right because of that terrain, so we're gonna make a right turn. Just rolling through all the numbers here. The 090 to vector us back around. So once we get to 090, I bet he'll make us make a right-hand
Delta
turn
196, Salt
to
Lake Center,
180 to get us on a downwind for the runway.
26 at flag cleared ILS runway 34 right approach.
There we go, 090. So,
Can you
get a nice scenic view of the lake here as we're on approach.
Delta 17.
And I'm going to keep running this checklist, landing data.
Stabilizer motion.
Let's go ahead and verify that. So, approach speed is going to be 134. Approach briefing is completed. So it's going to be standard ILS landing. Hydraulics, that's what I forgot to do earlier. Ice protection not needed, and the seatbelt sign is on. And if it wasn't, some passengers were walking around and hit their heads on the cabin when we went down like 6,000 feet per minute. Okay, approach checklist, flight nav instruments verified. Looks all good.
The American 25.
Let's go ahead and let the cabin know they can be seated.
American 2551, descend.
Flight attendant, cease for landing.
Direct the door, cross the door at 1000 ILS Zulu runway 19er, report the final.
And altimeters 29906 and 29906 in the standby. Perfect. And here in a moment, I'm going to let them know we're coming up on 090.
1000. 1000. We'll let you know when we're on final for ILS 19, American 2521.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 2627 coming up on 090 now.
Delta 2627, roger. Thanks, actually. Turn right, heading now 160.
Right turn 160, Delta 2627.
Southwest 1426.
Here we go. So now we're making that 160
12 to
turn
11 o'clock at 3 miles, descending
reciprocal
altitude
at the runway.
1000 east northbound. I'm not in contact with them.
Awesome. So now we have the airport in sight out in front of us. We're going to bring her back around and try to get her down. So, and the approach checklist is complete. Next checklist will be the landing checklist.
Delta 406, yes, and your company 1415. No readback necessary. Good night.
All right.
American 769. Go ahead.
So, the airport scenery that I have installed is Rex HD Airports. It's a texture pack, basically. A bunch of different textures that you can choose from for P3D. And the, it actually comes with some of its own little airports, basically freeware airports with some minor upgrades. And this is what that is, so I installed it.
Stabilizer motion.
With the Rex software, and it's a pretty nice freeware airport, updated. So.
My apologies for that.
Oh, we look on TCAS over here. We have 2 airplanes.
It's up to you, sir. If you want to do a right 360, then you can do a right 360.
2 aircraft on final 434 right. So we may end up behind him. I'm not sure what he's planning to do with us.
Delta 929, correction, Delta 97, Salt Lake Center, welcome aboard to center maintain flight level 11. Correction.
Yeah, but we do have that terrain off the right side. That would have been bad if he would have turned us. I would have, would have ended up in those mountains.
Was that for 2331? No, that was for Delta 9, correction, Delta 297, cross Fairfield at 1000.
So if you guys notice, the sound cuts off, like if I do this.
Okay. Delta 2627 traffic at your 12 to 11 o'clock movement here is a Southwest 737 about 8 miles at descending through 9,000 on the localizer.
Delta 2627 will be looking for that traffic.
And for American Systems, how
far there he is.
American 675, we're working
Delta.
Standby. Roger. All you guys that are off call right now, trust me, I haven't forgotten about you. I'm just trying to find a hole.
There we go. Look at that. Very cool. We have a Delta 737 landing there. That must be that guy, and then the next one that we'll see will be that
Delta
southwest.
9082 Salt Lake Center, roger. American 675 and amendment to your route.
675, go ahead.
Alright, American 675, proceed direct right
I don't think we need to let him know that we...
Yeah, then the Delhi 1
Is
arrival.
that him? Yeah, there goes the southwest, so he's behind us.
Alright, 675, can you,
So we are going to be vectored in behind both of these guys and
okay.
give us a nice long final. We have some
American
terrain coming
675,
up.
actually, that is my fault.
I'll be
that
watching
gap
out
is,
for that as well.
That isn't going to work here. I have a new amendment here. It's going to be Mike, Papa, India,
Yeah, we're going to get close to
Romeo,
this terrain.
Echo to the Stelly 1 arrival. It's a transition off the Stelly 1.
Yeah, this is a very interesting approach tonight. Then I don't think we have a terrain
Delta 7 to
radar.
85, the same thing for you. Cleared direct, Mike, Papa,
Looks like we're going to be able to make it over this,
Romeo,
but
Echo,
just in
then the
case,
Stelly 1 arrival.
I'll be ready to disengage the autopilot.
United 44, contact LA Center on 133.2,
Yeah, we are
good night.
pretty low coming up to this terrain.
Southwest 1426, you're clear to land runway 34 right.
Roger, clear land 34 right, southwest 1426.
Looks like the tops
Delta 2627, left setting
7,000.
340, Delta 2627, left setting 350, airport will be at 12 o'clock and about 14 miles per hour, I center maintain 6,000.
left 340 descend to maintain 6,000. We'll call the airport inside Delta 2627. So turn in left 340 down to 6,000. I'm going to wait until we get away from this terrain because it's only 300 feet below us in some spots.
The United 44, contact LA Center on 133.2, good night.
Alright, go ahead and start the descent.
Stabilizer motion.
I believe it's at 350, but I think I read back 340.
6280 from the 32.2, good night.
And we're going to bring the speed down just a bit.
LA Center, Delta 785.
Arm the speed brake and bring some slats out. And get slowed down. Alright,
Yeah,
so yeah, we're
Mike
going to bring it around
Papa, India,
340.
Romeo, Mike Papa, India, Romeo, Echo, and then the
Very
Stelly 1
cool, we have
arrival.
some terrain down there. It's not going to be any factor to us.
From Stelly 1 arrival. I got a city,
Sorry, City 1 arrival, City 1 arrival.
And I'll keep bringing it
Roger, you wanna
around
ride
just
one?
to get that localizer.
Southwest 1426 on the go around.
Looks like that southwest also went around.
1426, climb and maintain 8,000, and left
Stabilizer
heading,
motion.
then left heading 180.
Rough night out here in
Adjusted
Salt Lake.
8,000 left 180, southwest 1426.
I'm going to bring out flaps 5.
And
Salt Lake.
Flaps 4, I guess.
Delta 196. Alright, everybody coming from Denver, if you're coming from Denver wanting to check in, that is okay, I got you on the radar, don't worry about the check-in. I'll call you if I need you. Delta 785, if you can go direct that fix now, that'd be great.
Roger, direct Empire with
Alright, Delta 2843, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Alright, so we're going to get the localizer here.
Delta 1, break, Delta 196, contact LA now, 132.
Alright, fix that
133.2, good night.
flat disagree that we just had.
33.2 for
But we are going to be
An American
joining the
675,
localizer
just
here
verify you
shortly.
are direct MP for the City 1 arrival, right?
Eric 675, we are heading direct Empire to City 1. We're making our turn just then.
75
Stabilizer
Empire
motion.
actually sounds a lot better, I appreciate that. Yeah, direct Empire and then the Stelly 1, I appreciate that. And break southwest 1426, maintain 8,000, fly heading 160, now expect vectors for the visual.
Alright, here we go. So we're coming up on the localizer. We're going to be
United
capturing
23, I'm going to vector
that,
you in
and then
sequence. Stay
glide
on your
slope's
tail, I'm
also
going to have
coming
a
down.
turn for you in the
So
next
we'll
10
be
miles.
capturing the glide slope here shortly too.
Delta
Alright.
2320, Delta 2331 descend.
We're looking much better now.
By the Quint 4 arrival, I'm playing cleared
With our
island
glide
from a
slope.
3-4 right approach.
Yeah, we're not at
negative, just
not
Roger.
at 11,000.
Roger.
Very good. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the approach speed down. Or the speed down to the approach speed.
Number
So
1 MCI-SLC Whiskey holding short runway 35.
November 190 Whiskey Salt Lake Center, Roger. Runway 35, cleared for takeoff. Horn after safety, wind 35012.
Alright, flaps 13 now. Go ahead and drop the gear.
Solid Center, American 2551 established, wind 9er at Jackson Hole.
There we go. Very cool.
American 2551,
We're gonna go ahead and
Roger.
keep
Runway
dropping the
19
flaps
clear to land. Thanks
and,
for that. Wind 180 at 20. No readback
Flaps
necessary.
40 now. I'm going to keep
American
the speed up.
76, correction, American 769, descend and maintain flight level 320.
Okay. So, let's see. Landing checklist, landing gear down, 3 green.
Negative, sir.
Flaps
320.
are set 40. Spoilers are armed.
Number 320,
And landing checklist complete.
Golf India Alpha 24 Center, are you on frequency?
I'm going to see what happens if we drop the speed down just a little bit.
Indonesia 24 Heavy Salt Lake Center, Roger. Turn heading 270 vectors for spacing. You have traffic at your 12 o'clock, same altitude at about 3 miles.
There goes that Southwest 737 that just went around. Okay.
Alright, United 23, proceed direct.
Gonna ask for
Empire,
landing
that's
clearance.
Mike Papa, India,
Stabilizer
Romeo,
motion.
Echo, the City
We're
1
gonna
arrival.
get it soon.
Sorry, 300, can you repeat that for United 23, sorry?
And that United needs.
Alright, it's going into tech standby.
Salt Lake Center, Delta 2627.
And then the City 1 arrival. Delta 2627, go ahead.
Just wondering if we're clear to land
1,000.
3-4 right.
Yep, you're clear to land 3-4 right.
Router, Delta 2627. Alright.
Southwest 1426,
Autopilot.
turn right heading 180.
I was trying to keep communications short with him.
Alright, 180,
1426.
Because he does sound very busy tonight. But we have control of the
United
aircraft.
8350, descend and maintain flight level
So I'm
320.
gonna try to land this thing. Haven't landed this airplane in
United 8350,
a
contact
few
LA Center
months.
now 132.2, good night.
So we'll see how well this goes. Hoping it's gonna go well.
500.
One thing that I love about this plane is how smooth the yoke animation is. Just butter smooth.
400. $300.
Delta
Minimum.
785, are you on the, are you direct Empire as well? I just wanted to verify I didn't make an amendment to your route.
100.
Yeah, I'm, direct Empire. Delta
50.
785, Roger.
40. 30.
American
20,
675, just verify
10,
you are direct
5.
Mike, Papa, India, Romeo, Echo. I'm showing you going a little far to the right there. It's,
And there we go.
we are going direct,
So,
Empire.
I'm gonna get the nose down.
went
I
online
held
to
that
see
nose
how
up
far it
just
was,
a bit
hotel
too much,
is
but
direct
as soon as the
rolling.
nose
I
touches
just
down,
wanted
the
to say there,
reversers will
be
kick
direct
in.
rolling there.
They're gonna be rolling out pretty far down the runway. That's okay.
Indonesian 2410 left heading 200,
Try to
proceed
take
direct
this next
gap,
one.
proceed direct gap and join the
Stow the
Selly,
reversers.
City 1 arrival.
Alright. So we're gonna exit here on Hotel 3. Actually, what is this?
American 769 to
Hotel
718,
9.
level 320.
Hotel 9er. Okay.
We're going to go down to a flight level.
And I'm gonna go ahead and get my gate. for tonight.
Delta 785 to center maintain level 320.
I'm not sure if he's gonna give us taxi clearance in, but we're going to be taxiing to Bravo 3 tonight. So landing lights off.
with you, flight level 320.
We'll go ahead and
Delta 723,
turn the
Roger.
APU on. Alright.
Delta 99080, are you direct gap right now?
And slow it way down.
I am not, actually,
So Bravo 3.
I'm
I'm going to go ahead and get follow me. I'm not familiar with this airport. I've only flown in here a few
Delta 9080,
times.
direct gap, join the city 1 arrival. And turn left heading 229.
And it's going to lag as it loads it in. Oh, lots of lag. Look at that.
turning 220, Delta 9082.
Stow the spoilers there.
United 23. United 23, descend maintain flight level 320.
Okay, so follow me should be getting here. I'm going to actually, I have a nice little app that I like to use that shows airport. Actually, I know where we're going. I see it right up there. Awesome. So revoke follow me, so we don't have to make him drive out. I bet it's a bit annoying for him to have started driving out here and not meet us. So I'll go ahead and show the airport diagram up there. We are currently taxiing in on Hotel, and we made a left-hand turn off of runway 34 right onto Hotel Niner, and now we're taxiing down on Hotel with our gate being right here on the right-hand side, coming up in just 1 moment.
020, Roger. We're just making our turn right now to K-Sino.
So we have the APU gen is on.
Yeah, just turn right heading 020. Turn right heading 020. I'm going to have something better for you. Delta 785,
here's our
LA down 133.2. 133.2.
So the reason I didn't talk to him tonight, he's just very busy. There's a big event, as I said earlier.
133.2, good night.
Bunch of planes flying from Denver over to Las Vegas, and they have to fly through Salt Lake's airspace. And so he's very busy dealing with them, making sure they're staying separated. You know what? I'm gonna taxi into this next one. I want a gate, so.
United 23, if you're not already, descend to maintain
Bravo
320.
Bravo 3. Let's try Bravo 1.
United 23 is descending to flight level 320.
United 23, there's traffic at
There we go.
12 o'clock, less than 3 miles at flight level 320 is a
So as you can see,
321 going the opposite direction. Use crappy.
the airport terminal, you can see the text ring up on top there. So that's what Rex Airport does for you.
Delta 785, contact LA now on 133.2, good night.
Okay, so we are almost there. Alright, and there we go. So parking brake is set. Make sure APU is on the bus. You can go ahead and kill the engines.
Salt Lake Center, American 407 is with you.
We'll turn
American
beacon
407,
off
Salt Lake Center, Roger.
and leave the nav light on. Logo light can go off. Don't know why it was on.
71 with you.
Seatbelt sign off. We can turn the
Delta
fuel
71,
pumps
71, Salt Lake
off.
Center, Roger. Hold that Hanksville. Hold that
Turn
Hanksville,
the
maintain flight level 360. Expect
engine
further planes in
generators
about 20
off.
minutes.
Here comes the jetway. We're going to request deboarding. I'll go ahead and pop open.
Yeah, that was for 71,
Pop the ground
71,
power
hold
on,
that
pop the main
That's
door
Hotel
open,
Victor
and then
Echo.
the cargo
Expect
doors,
further planes
so
in
we
about 20
can
minutes.
let the passengers off.
Alright, we'll hold the
Flew in from
and
Kansas
we'll
City.
check further in 20 minutes.
Doors are open, external power is going on, APU gen off. We can leave the isolation valve open, turn the bleeds off. We don't need those.
24, hold that
Right now, the packs are on, so we have some AC. We'll go ahead and
At flight level
shut
360,
down the
expect further planes in
APU.
about 20 minutes.
Alright, and I'm just going to double check with the checklist. So, parking brake is set. Seatbelt sign is off. Hydraulics.
That's Bravo, Charlie, Echo.
Hydraulics going off as well. Hydraulics are off. Air conditioning panel is set. Fuel panel is set. Ice protection is still off. Beacon is off. And fuel switches
Delta
are off.
9082, Delta 9082.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining me today on Delta Flight 2627 from Kansas City to Salt Lake City. It was nice to show you guys the TFDI 717. Just a great airplane. It has a couple quirks still that need to be worked out, but other than that, this airplane does have a lot of potential. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet, but don't worry, I will continue to post videos, unlike what happened last time. But anyways, guys, that's it from me. Hope you all do well until the next one, and I'll see you guys later. See ya.
Telegram, American 61 Heavy, checkpoint 1, taxi to Romeo 1. American 61 Heavy, the ground taxi, Delta, Romeo 1. Delta, Romeo 1, American 61 Heavy. Rise, 472, checkpoint 1. Right there, 472, the ground runway 24 left.